There, it's back. It's back. You're live. I think it's back. Let's see. Yeah, it probably started a new video. Let me go see. Hold on. Bout.
See you and no. Is that all you knew that?
Having to load my own channel. Yeah, it started a new video. Oh well. Anyways, back to the Froggets, I guess. I don't know why it does that.
Stuff is very tight-lipped right now when we talk about the final 15 or 20 people that we don't know about up there.
Well, from what Kirsten told us tonight, and I don't know if you've seen this part or not, she said every swing state, the attorney general for the state, all the swing states were insulated, were put in power with George Soros's money.
Yep.
And she rifled them all off. She knew all of them.
Kirsten W. come back on again their show and brought Jean Ho with her, who's running for governor or mayor or some shit in South Carolina.
Was a very
that has the picture
active
with Trump.
Yeah. She's in Myrtle Beach. I don't know if he's running for something for Myrtle Beach or the whole state of South Carolina. I'm not sure.
process with anons. They would leave. Obviously, the Q drop would lead us with the clues, and the money would get followed by specific people every single time they needed to know something.
Yeah, and I think we went over yesterday, Mike, that should Biden be taken down by an amendment or lose his place in office or suddenly die, that Bob Marley can't become vice president. She's an anchor baby. It never happened. She
can't. If she's eligible to be vice president, she's eligible to be president. Come on.
She's an anchor baby? What?
That's what they say. She's an anchor baby.
Wow.
Be qualified to be vice president, being an anchor.
By the way, anchor baby or not, I think the rules say naturally born citizen. So that'd be an anchor baby.
Baby either. But seeing that this is just a movie, she'll play her part.
Right.
Absolutely, she will.
But who is playing her part?
Sam's.
You know who I think it is?
Backwards.
James Woods.
Well, at least I know that now.
Good time.
Even Doug
Their
laughed.
event's coming.
Yeah.
Who do you think's playing it?
I'm going to go with Jennifer Lopez.
Oh, okay. J-Lo.
Yeah, J-Lo is.
We all know
is
when
playing
Adam Schiff was
Kamala
replaced.
Harris.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, she's Jenny from the block, and she's Kamala from the block. From the block.
Snoop Dogg and smoking the weeds.
Yeah, and then they're going to have. Actually, it could be like Maria Conchita Alonso.
Freedom, mommy, freedom.
By a clone the day that 45 that pencil head
trapdoor,
your pencil neck Adam Schiff. The original Adam Schiff did not have a long neck.
He originally did not have a long neck.
Very good during the rallies at telling us when things were going on and people were changed.
I think you need to look up the law. An anchor baby cannot be president.
It's not the law, it's the Constitution.
Yeah.
It's not the law, it's the Constitution.
Hey, you got to know the difference, Will. Right? And that's what they're trying to say. And I think you're really not giving them much of a chance.
All it has to be. So an anchor baby would be someone that was born here to a non-citizen parent, and like the parent gets to stay because the baby was born here. But the baby is a U.S. citizen. It's a natural-born U.S. citizen because it's born here, and that's all. That's the only requirement. Natural-born citizen, 35 years of age.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they got it.
Got lucky.
They didn't change
the original. It's an original Constitution.
I was a satellite baby.
Oh, it's the original Constitution that no one can find or show proof of or show us what it says. But in there, it says no anchor babies or anyone named Kamala.
Is that the one in the Vatican?
Mm-hmm. In the Vatican tunnels.
Okay. Well, because that's where they keep all those documents.
Which we go by now in the new Declaration of Independence that was signed last 4th of July. And POTUS commented on our Twitter, nice to see the new Declaration of Independence. And everybody was like, what? That's the same day Pence was flown back to D.C. And as pairing came in, as Air Force Two and left out as SAM mission whatever number because the clone was put in place for him then.
Oh, I'm not old enough yet, but I'm getting
Also, he tried
close.
to kill the president too. So other than that, his days, Robert. Yep, 1776.
They claim they do it, Becky, to wake people up so they won't freak out when Trump comes riding back on a
We're
stallion.
going to save it till the end of the show.
You
But if
gotta
you guys
have
want
it's
more
gotta be
information,
med style.
just message me or Mike. We'll
That's
be
it.
glad to help you. And if you'd like to go down and see more and more information, we can invite you over to a Zoom
Because
call.
people are going
Either
to be
one of
in
us, it
shock,
doesn't matter.
You see?
And
Like,
we can show you
literally
what a
in
great product
shock.
it is. And there's a lot more to it than you realize.
Screaming, crying, heaving in the streets.
Yeah, the
Wandering
DNI
around
report
like
that was 30
zombies.
some days late
Yeah.
came out the day after the
People are just gonna lose their minds completely if we don't fix this.
Looting.
Oh.
the faux pas inauguration.
He just
Definitely,
does not care about the actual
showed foreign interference, which fired the executive orders
The
that were
faux
previously
pas
written in 2018 and
inauguration.
2019. Okay, guys, which is why they're able to extend the Insurrection Act because of those executive orders. Guys, every fail-safe was thought of.
Right.
The movie comes out. The movie will be on your TV. It won't be a movie
So-
for the theaters. It'll be the movie they're talking about is
So what?
I don't know. How are they going to bring the story around now? How's it going to happen this time?
Oh, I don't know. They're just the same story. They're saying Trump's eventually going to come back, but right now it's a movie. The movie comes out in theaters this fall or January. Yeah, I don't think it's coming out in theaters.
I don't know.
The
movie
Sound of
is
Freedom.
play, all the fakeness. That's what they're referring to as a movie. What you will see is people, confessing to their crimes in 8-hour blocks on military TV.
Well, that
What do you
makes
think
a lot
about
of
the
sense.
Louisiana governor.
Yeah, I
Mike?
think Louisiana governor, he's definitely got some hot topics, okay, about him and his name. So that's as far as I can go right now with that.
I heard the judge.
God, when
He
he
always says that, doesn't he?
when he covers his hand covers his mic, it gets even louder and shittier, popping more. It's like trapping all the sound up against it or something.
When Mike just says something, he's always like, it's his way of saying, I don't know.
That's right.
Like listen to his every time. He's got an answer for what's going on. He's got a retort. He's got some kind of thing.
There you go.
And then he can't go any further because it's classified.
It's all as far as I can go with that.
Has he ever said why he can't go any
Yes, the
further?
Georgia governor,
No.
I believe, from what I have seen and researched, that he was actually arrested before, but they're going to actually let everybody know in the public here soon.
What we were told with the movie The Sound of Freedom is 45 doesn't want
Show me your
anybody
screen
to pay
time
for
research.
it. He contributed to some monies into it, but other large corporations and billionaires took care of the movie part. The actors got paid. Trump wants it on YouTube, which they won't let it on there. They'll keep blocking it. But it's going to get out here for free because I asked several people that could get in contact with the guy that the movie was made about to put it on a website and put it on pay-per-view for $20. But it turns out 45 don't want anybody paying for the movie. He just wants them to watch it. So we just have to. You can go to the Sound of Freedom, but all you're going to find at that website is the trailer. You guys
Is the
don't
movie
forget,
actually available
we've been putting
anywhere?
it in the chat some today.
Apparently, it was at one point. They had a link to it, but they said the link's no longer active.
Really?
Oh, let's try that right there. Hold on. I don't want to open porn up or nothing, so I'm going to try right here. Try HTTP.
Sound of Freedom. If anybody's interested, I have done, well, you will be interested. It's very interesting. Go to my YouTube channel, and check out the Tim Ballard and Operation Underground Railroad parts 1 through 5. I'm going to be posting some more of those, but check those out. It has a lot to do with some of this. That's why I'm really curious about where that movie is, because it seems like that guy was just making movies and TV shows, not really doing much for the kids. Just an opinion.
What just happened? Let's see if this works or not. I'm sorry. Hold on, just say I'm trying to see if
Do
that
the
link they
the
put up work.
beds, do the med beds have springs? Like if is there a spring in that med bed? Is it what kind of is it a mattress or is it just one of those floaty, tubey kind of beds?
Mm-hmm.
Float
It's a
on
water
into the
bed, is what I heard.
Oh, it's like a water bed? Okay.
That's what I heard.
Oh, thank you, Tara. Yeah. Yeah, the other parts really bring together. You'll see in parts 1 through 5 a lot of stuff really would surprise you about the Nazarene Project and
Bit.ly.
Tony Robbins, and then all of a sudden in the middle of this motherfucker, I'm not even joking you. I didn't watch everything all the way through before I covered it, right? Because I like to have a natural reaction. And fucking Chuck Norris pops up in the middle. Just like Chuck Norris is all of a sudden there. Like, what the fuck is he doing here? I think it's in like part 3 or 4 or something.
Wow.
But yeah, just Chuck Norris pops up with this whole scam and Glenn Beck and Tony Robbins.
Oh yeah, Glenn Beck's in there deep.
Man, Glenn Beck, he's like, he really is.
Sorry, I'm looking to see if this is streamable.
I got
We'll do a
3
movie
more
night.
parts coming out. And Will and I are doing this thing. We're like, I'm going to come on tomorrow, right? Because Will's not on. So Will and I are going to switch on and off days. So jump on and check out my stream. Doesn't have fucking machine guns, but I can rely on my sense of humor. Will needs a little, he needs some bells and whistles to help him out.
There we go.
With the jokes.
My administrators in there, please share that movie about.
How's that for a vamp?
The 5.
Yeah, there you go.
Share that about once.
Yeah, that link's no good there.
It's hard for me to keep
Oh,
up
it's not?
with that. This and
Nah, it's like they want you to sign up for some shit.
Each and every one of the
Oh,
administrators.
You must register to watch this. It's probably a scam.
Frogonites in the group.
to make
You
some
guys
money
are
off
getting
it.
killer intel and putting it on the page. When we started this, we had no idea it had turned into what it is today.
No
It's
what?
not about us. It's about you guys. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you. Absolutely. Thank you. Somebody's saying, Jade's saying Stacey Abrams was on TV today saying she's running for governor.
Again.
Holly
She never
Patriot.
succeeded
Oh
the
my
last
God,
race,
please.
did she?
Please, I hope she never jumps in the
No,
next
she
cast.
says she did, but it was stolen from her. That's her narrative. But guys,
Isn't
if
she the one
even
that can
even
either-
even if that
Whoa.
is the real Stacey Abrams, just think how ludicrous it sounds with everything that we know to be true.
Yeah. She probably died of a heart attack eating 100.
Oh,
burgers
and
in that
you guys
second,
probably
so-
saw the video with, I don't know if you've seen the video of Glenn Ward, Charlie Ward's son, that M posted pre-recorded, but I put, my own commentary spin to it, which makes it a little different, It's funny, me and Will were talking about this, how those guys do like their pre-recorded thing, and we're kind of like the live guys, It's a good balance of...
What's that?
You know what I mean? It's a really good balance between the two worlds because they really are. It's really interesting. You know what I mean? Because when you watch, now some people do like a pre-recorded, and M does kind of like pre-recorded stuff because people just edit. He likes to have edit, and Will and I just sort of like, let's just get this son of a bitch to the top of the hill, roll it down. And see
To be fair, you can't really put me and you on the same level though. It's like you're learning.
Well, I mean, it's a whole different.
You'll get
thing.
there.
It's a whole different. It's really a whole different thing when your jokes are funny versus like when you have.
I know
to
you
sort of
should learn
reach
some.
and machine guns and fucking choo-choo trains and shit coming
right.
through your chat.
But she,
Which
I know
are
you're
pretty
jealous
cool.
of my income.
becomes very rich off them. Now you get rich from taking.
I'm
money
jealous
from
of the
China
machine gun.
and
Obviously,
Soros.
I like that one.
The book she's writing, I don't know what they do of fashion. I don't think
All
so.
right. Are you afraid of the pasta? Needs to go.
What?
Okay.
Are you afraid of the pasta? Needs to go.
Club is Mike.
They canceled their live chat for this one. You can't see it.
Ring Club.
But
I
what's
don't
that
know
code
that
for?
I
The
know the
red-
red shoe
red-
club.
The red, when they see them wearing, it's got an emerald with red. That's made of what's left out of the kids' bodies. They compress it and it turns into a red diamond looking thing, and they make rings out of it.
They make red diamonds out of leftover children.
I mean,
Are you kidding me?
Look, hold on. Now, let's just say this, okay? Technically, you can do that, okay? So technically, it's possible, okay? So at least now we have something that's actually got a hint of like just a sparkle of something true in there. You know what I mean? Like,
Whatever's left over from the kids, they just mash it in a machine till it turns into a red diamond.
but you know,
Okay.
when you die, you can have yourself made into your ashes or whatever made into a diamond. You know that, right? You can look
So-
check that out. It's true.
Someone said,
It's fun.
"Child diamond mines in the house."
Woo, woo.
Wow.
I
Wow.
know
Diamond
you knew
domes.
about it with the shoes, with the
Yeah.
skin off of them. You see them wearing red shoes. That's the skin
Well,
off the child.
Hey,
I've
that's
seen
the sex
Sheila
domes,
Jackson
and then the
wearing
diamond domes.
the symbolism ring for pedophilia
Hmm.
in Congress while she's in session.
Blood diamond is what it's called. Thank you
Yeah, the
very
blood
much.
diamond. Now, I know
That's
about
not what a blood diamond
Oh,
is.
that's not, no. That's not it at all.
No,
Sick. The whole
blood
thing is
diamonds are the
sick.
diamonds they fight
There-
for in the
there's more
wars
sick
and
stuff
shit.
out there than you could
Conflict.
ever imagine.
They're raping fucking countries to get diamonds out and tell you they're worth money.
Like
But
the Matt
he's soon to
Damon
be
movie.
defeated. Trust me when
Mhm.
I tell you, God is here and he's ready to make his move. And I know y'all are impatient, but he's ready to make his move.
He is not only ready to make his move, guys. He wants us to recognize that we're alive in a time where we're going to see the miracle.
Mm.
Okay, we're going to see not only the thrash of God or the fury
Wrath.
of God on
The
evil,
thrash.
but the peace and grace and love that God has
The
to
thrash fury.
effectively leads
Yeah,
on
like in the
earth
Sex Pistols
for
concert.
the next 1,000
pit.
years.
What's that talk show host name? Bill Maher?
Bill Maher.
What's that?
Bill
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Just torch.
What's that Torque Show's host's name? Is that Bill Meyer? What the fuck?
Medications yet.
Let's rewind that. Hold on.
They just not give a fuck about words, man.
This is the best they got, buddy. This is straight out of Newport News.
The love that God has to offer the people that He leads on the earth
I remember the
for the
Hooters
next
there.
1,000 years.
What's that talk show host name? Bill Maher?
Torque Show host names.
It's almost like he's about to fall down a flight of steps when he says that. I don't know. Just an opinion. I bet-
Somebody asked what size rings Mike wears. That's a 35 1250 R15. It's BF Goodwrench, I think.
Bill Maher.
Bill Maher. He was photographed wearing a Satanist pedo robe with red shoes. His father was the Playboy guy. He had to was his father.
Yes. Yes, Sheila Jackson is a piece of shit. I agree.
We've already won. We know who the president is. There's no doubt in our minds, is there?
That's one
I'm
thing that I
buying
need.
more 2020 gear because they can't give away the Biden gear.
I need everybody's commitment to that is following us.
Probably fit my leg like a garter belt.
Just like Doug said, we already know. We already know who the president is. We already know how this thing is going to end. We just don't know when.
Okay.
Here's the thing, and that I talked on a little touch.
Imagine your legs turn into a ball of light.
Flynn had mentioned. It not all people are
Go
made
real
to
fast
run
that way,
for
right?
office. Certainly
Mhm.
not. But we need to be more involved in the school boards that surround us, the people that are on the city council. We need to check their backgrounds and make sure the right people are voted in office that control what's going on. And it just got to start at the ground floor, where
Thanks,
we
Nick.
start building it back. They're going to have to replace a lot of judges. They have to be retrained in constitutional law from 1776. There's a lot of things that got to happen before we could just.
I know I don't personally have surgery tomorrow.
We're under new Nassara. We're under new Bankers. A lot of things need to happen.
He does?
It's the biggest mission in the history of mankind.
Doug does, yeah. Somebody in my chat thinks they're in their show. I don't know.
Troll alert.
alert. Tell me who they are. I'll put them back to the basement and have mommy send them some ice cream.
I mean,
Okay.
prophets that said October for Trump.
Even
Guys,
people could just start naming anybody.
Trump. It will be public knowledge whether he's back in
Okay, so
public
that's the
sphere
new
or
trick.
not. That
Okay,
it will be
Nick,
public
That's the
knowledge.
new trick. Troll alert. They
Oh.
when you say troll alert, they both like Man, did you see that? Rewind that a little bit. Look at what happened.
Gotcha.
They just went to like fucking like.
Tell me who there are.
Oh, I need to go back a little bit more.
Red blood ring. That's what it's called.
Troll alert.
Whoa.
Tell me who there are. I'll put
This motherfucker looks like he. Oh God, what is going on with Mike? Look at him, dude. Look at him. Just don't even listen to what they're saying. Just, I'm gonna mute it. Just watch Mike for a second. Watch. He's staggering in his chair while he's sitting down.
He is.
Whoa, dude. He's Jason Q levels.
Is he okay? I mean,
he's fixing to pass out.
He just seems like he's having a hard time.
I want to do a pupil check on him.
In
He's just,
the public sphere or not, that
they
it will
both
be
are.
public
They both are
knowledge.
just trashing the words tonight. This is particularly, yeah.
I consider myself a talk show host.
Trump's still the president very soon. Not October.
Bill Maher.
we can't wait much longer.
I take pills and look better than that.
They know how close we are to having a civil war. There, you know how many retired Navy SEALs and badasses are just ready to go at a moment.
I think it's hypocritical of Doug to talk about Stacey Abrams. He said she probably died of a heart attack from eating 100 hamburgers. Doug, you know from experience, motherfucker. The other day you said you were getting goosebumps and said that your left arm was tingling and your chest hurt. That's not goosebumps, brother. It's a trip to the ER. Cardiac arrest.
He said he was having. Who did?
Doug.
Doug? Oh, Doug. He's probably got to get something done with his.
He's making fun of Stacey Abrams, saying she died because she's fat. She died from eating 100 hamburgers. I guess he hasn't seen a mirror lately.
Special forces.
That's like a snack for him.
It's almost a million of them, guys. They've actually organized. Yes, they've organized enough to know what their head count is. Okay, and it is very, very close. I mean, these guys are already showing up in the local school board meetings and town council meetings and warning these people if this stuff continues, they're going to take them out.
Look at this, please.
I love the Froggets. Oh, I love the Froggets too.
Until we see something concrete.
Love Life or whatever your name is.
70% of this fight and these missions are going on underground where you're not going to see.
Okay, wait a minute. Concrete, something concrete. You mean firm, something that's used, tangible, and you can believe. So, when's the last time you opened your Bible?
Yes.
There they go.
Not you.
They
Doug,
done did it. They
people
went to the
ask for
Bible.
something concrete.
Philip died on the 9th of the month, aged 99. If you invert all those nines, it's 666.
It's the mark of the beast.
Woo, boy.
Hey, Doug.
Because it's in there. It's in there. It's almost word for word, some of it. What's happening right now is in the Bible, guys. Wake up to that.
I'm concerned with the oxygen level that each of them are getting in. I don't think they're getting enough to function.
You lack faith.
What state does it turn from fixing to fitting? Like,
right, that's always.
Well, I guess it depends on if you're black, because the fitting is not usually said in the South, but like that's more of like an ethnic thing than it is a. I mean, I know Doug does it all the time, but Doug uses a bunch of black slang as well.
Okay.
But fixin' is a big Southern thing, but almost everybody says fixin'. Like I do too. Like I'm fixin' to, but when they take the X out of it and put a T on it, it's more of like an ethnic. If you grew up with ethnic groups like that.
Right.
It's close by. And matter of fact,
I'm not trying to say anything bad about anybody, Doug, and everybody watching.
Right.
You know, I really don't. I love and adore everybody. But guys, if you're asking for something concrete to be seen in the public sphere, you haven't opened your Bible. You haven't shared it with anybody, and you aren't reading it day to day.
That's right.
Because it's
read your Bible.
It's in there. We've been telling you the whole time. The things that are going on now started in the book of Genesis, where we discovered the bloodline still exists for Adam and Eve in the Trumps with Adam.
Well, it would exist in
Trumps
everybody.
and several other people that are
The bloodline of Adam and Eve would be in everybody.
right now.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, crazy stuff going on in the world, and you look at everything. You know, every time I look, it's whether it's
I
somebody
think
of
that
importance on TV, I look
Doug
to
is
see
trying
what's
to
wrong, not what's
ditch
right.
Mike.
I want to know, like, I
Mm,
found out he was
maybe.
shape-shifting on
I
TV.
think that's
I found
just
out
what's
there was
going
a
on.
giant dent
I
in
mean,
his
I don't know
back.
what else to say.
I'm always looking for what's wrong, not what's right. I don't really care what comes out of his mouth because it don't mean nothing to me.
Because
Doug,
I
could
watched
you-
something the other night
Imperfections.
that you
Absolutely.
covered,
Doug,
and
could you
he
do me a
threw
huge
him
favor
under the
and put-
fucking bus, bro. I don't even know what the hell was going on. He just
Who threw him under the bus?
Doug threw Mike under the bus.
Oh, that was when he had his mentor on, the guy who taught him how to live stream.
Yeah, when he had his mentor. He's like,
There's a special place in hell for that guy.
I mean, seriously. He was so mean. He's like, oh, Mike.
I hate to kick him out, but damn, his mic sucks.
I'm sorry.
And he
it's
kept-
really terrible.
He kept saying, I've built this channel and this is my channel and I've done so much. He never mentioned Mike once. Mike just fucking sitting there.
I know. Well, we're mentioning Mike.
Love you, Mike.
And I'll tell you what, we like you, Mike. And I'll tell you, Doug, don't you even think about it. Okay? All I could say is Doug was talking in the first person an awful lot the other day when he was talking with this guy on there with my numbers and how did I get to this and blah, blah, blah. How about a little we in there, Kimosabi?
That's right.
All right?
Put the
Cupcake, let's
shape-shifting
get in there with the we, a little more of the we business.
Video in Telegram.
Yeah, I sure will. I'll grab it off our
A
site.
lot of people are asking.
All right. I'll put it in there. You can look it up on Google too, shape shifting, and there's a ton of videos on it. The worst one ever recorded was Bush's daughter that used to work for NBC, if she still does. She's a clone and she shapeshifts all the time. And they got that on film from when she was doing an interview.
So, okay.
It was a weekend at Bernie's. Ruth Bader Ginsburg, guys.
Mike is a mechanic, yes.
And they carted her around like she was alive, or they put CGI out
the
of her,
Cain
or
is
they
Satan
had actually
related
masked
to the
robots,
evil cabal
all
now.
kinds of different stuff
Cabal.
to make everybody think she's alive.
The cabal.
Well, what was Christian told me something else.
Yes, clones are also shapeshifters. Those are the same things. Dyslexa will tell you. All clones can
I
shapeshift.
forgot what it was. So I heard through several different people can't
Dyslexic
verify
and
it,
clone
but they say the
shapeshift.
new Supreme Court justice is been arrested.
Especially if you're one of them Therminots.
Turn her loose.
They don't believe in
A
electricity.
little bit.
Oh, God. This bitch.
Come on,
Oh,
I
no.
can't hear you, girl.
You're
I'm
muted. You're muted.
Who's
I
this?
was back there and I forgot to enter the
Oh
studio.
my goodness.
Well, you just thought we were gonna come grab you?
Yeah, this is a good one.
Hey, a little bit. I'm gonna kind of let Doug get you kick started. Okay, a little bit took a phone call, Doug.
right,
That
so
was
How,
very
if it's parody
informative.
and sense of
Now,
humor,
some of it was
like how
repeated
far
from
can
our
I
7
go
o'clock
if I
show, but
want to do like a little parody of this one already? Because I just have thoughts that I don't know if they're really okay. So if I think it's not good, then probably don't do it, right?
Probably.
All right.
some of it in her voice, you know, in her words, was very good to listen to when she was spitting it at me on the telephone a while ago.
All right. Go ahead.
So Doug, let her rip. I got to go shake the dew off the lily.
And smoke a cigarette. All right.
No.
He should not be.
Okay.
Oh, she's very upset.
Yes, I can.
All right. So I will. I'm trying to get this centered. I will try not to ramble. Like I
You
did
just got
tonight.
moved to third camera.
So let me preface
Man.
this by saying, yes,
See,
some
but
of
you
the
can't be-
information is a little
See,
repetitive.
now I feel
some of it,
like done with what I said because he
You may
just
have-
basically like walked off the show.
Yeah.
Can't
Smoke
do
a
that.
cigarette.
have questions about, which I had a lot of questions about as well. So I'm basically just going to share with you the exact
The cigarettes he
information
smokes
that I
are
heard. Okay, so
285.
take it for what it's
Mhm.
worth.
The number of them.
So I had
Marlboro
a friend of
285.
mine that I've been following
right.
and talking to, a gentleman from Washington, called me. We were kind of chatting back and forth, and he's like, "How about if we just do a phone call? I can't do. There's too much to talk about over chat."
It's basically
So,
a 5.5
Oh.
long cigarette. What?
By the way, I found a video of Jenna Bush shape shifting. If you guys want to see it, this is how clones do it. So we'll start. So she's doing an interview right here, and you see there's some pixelation on her face, but that's actually the beginning of the shape shifting. Just wait.
Okay, cool.
And not unpleasant.
Well, we'll change all that.
No, we're not going to change that.
Don't change it,
We
please.
will
All right,
not change
okay.
it. We will not.
She obviously hasn't seen the show.
People have been nice, and they're not attacking your dad or his policies to you.
Yeah, no, I mean, everybody realizes that this is about honest story and what I've learned in Latin America.
Yeah, now,
What did you learn?
Well, I met with my job. I worked for UNICEF, which is an amazing organization that works in over 150 countries.
Here we go. Get ready.
My job was to meet with teenagers
Look at her.
who were living
She's
in
turning into a cheetah.
extreme
Look.
poverty or living with HIV and write their
Look.
stories, listen to their stories and write them for UNICEF. And so, I mean, I obviously learned so much from these kids. I learned from Anna in particular, who has lived an extremely difficult life.
That doesn't look fake at all. At all.
Excuse me, Jenny. There's a word you used
Was
earlier.
that from Fall of the Cabal?
Yes.
Is that for that?
Well, a lot of
That's-
these
oh,
men and
she's
women
back.
is a broad term, obviously, but
Oh,
the kids
there
I
she
met
is.
were living in extreme
Yeah.
poverty.
I
They
think
didn't have
that's the
access
same
to medical
person that
care
did Fall
or
of the Cabal.
education, schooling. They were living with HIV.
Oh my
and-
God,
and
it's such a
so, they were
pioneering
living
film
outside
in
of,
17
society's
parts.
embrace.
I think doing any kind of mission work, I
17
think really
fucking
changes a
parts
person.
to follow
and
the
you and
cabal.
your sister had a little bit. I mean,
Uh.
you
Oh, that's
Paris
great.
Hilton, but you had a little bit of a reputation as party girls. Do you think this changed you?
I bet she does it again.
People had that image of us because they didn't know really what we were up to because we wanted to keep private. But of course, so it didn't change my personality necessarily. But I taught for 2 years after the University of Texas after graduating, and then went on to Latin America. And of
That's
course,
right,
I've grown
get
up.
that
It's been 7
alien.
years since people had that
That's
image
right.
of me. But yeah, I mean,
Shape-shift
listen to
again.
their stories.
There she goes.
Jenna, when you
Look at her. That's not fake.
But you get involved and you write
No.
about it as well. Does it change how you look? You're thinking about how government should run in the United States and elsewhere.
So fucking fake, dude.
These people be in these situations.
Oh,
You gonna do it
The
again?
government does
It's
come
a good-
out.
I wouldn't doubt it. The video's still going. They're going to do it
I'm
again.
just saying, you got to do it again if you're gonna run it this far. I mean, you got to run the thing out all the way. You can't fuck, you know.
Why the hell, if she has the ability to shapeshift, why would she do it in the middle of an interview?
Bro,
For
I
instance,
told
with
you,
Anna,
here
Anna's
comes the
mother
third
didn't
fucking
have the
time.
education to know
Look
what
at
to
that.
do to keep her baby Anna safe. So Anna
Yeah,
inherited
and it's
HIV
even
from her
more.
mom.
Now it's down on the
Anna, with
neck.
education
This
in Latin
is like-
America, has taken the proper
It's on the
ARVs,
chin,
and her baby
the hair.
is most likely HIV negative. So there is a
The
positive
hair
light
is the
bulb.
most
Does it ever make you
interesting
feel
one
like
to me.
you, not just you,
Yeah, there you go. Oh,
two
whoa.
televisions in this world?
She was
They're so stupid.
I know
So
I'm very
fucking
fortunate.
stupid.
I have,
Watch.
But I think that we can all give back.
Oh, I have the ability to shapeshift, but I'm accidentally going to do it
I'm gonna
during an interview.
accidentally
But I want to ask you a
6
question
times
about
in a
your dad. How
row.
did he react when you said, "I'm getting married"?
Well, Henry told him first. My fiance asked him first if it was okay for him to ask me, and
So when he
then
goes to the president and officially asks for your hand in marriage, that's got to
is
be
her dad.
I mean, I know he had worked for your dad and for the party, but still, that's got to be intimidating.
No, well, he hadn't.
That
I mean,
does
he
take
hasn't
some
worked with my dad in a
balls,
long
I
time,
gotta
but
say, yeah.
no, I mean, I think he would do that to anybody who was marrying. Just
And
because.
do any dads really say no anymore? I'm just curious.
Yeah, I have
Yeah,
several
I don't know.
times.
That's the thing. I don't know.
Okay.
My dad would have said
Jillian
yeah.
Barbary.
Because you're in love and he wants you
That's
to
her
be
name,
happy.
by the way.
Did he get down on his
That's
knee when he
Jillian
spoke to the
Barbary.
Hey, Jenna, you once
This
went
is an LA
skydiving
show.
with my sister. I have to tell you a funny story.
I what?
You once went skydiving, I think,
Oh,
with my
really?
my sister.
Yeah.
Did you ever go to Paris, California, here, and you jumped out of an airplane
Yes,
with your
I
sister?
did.
You were on the plane with my sister. And
Oh my gosh, how funny!
Yeah, and I guess one of you asked her, like, because my sister's got, I think, 450
Yeah.
jumps under her, and you guys, it was your first jump, and so then she said, there
Jillian,
was a lot of hubbub when we landed, and there was these men running out. She had no idea. She's
Jillian
Canadian. She
Barbary.
had no idea who you guys were, but that you were very cool and very sweet.
Well, thank you. We were very nervous jumping on the plane. I have to tell you.
I guess so.
All right,
Yeah,
Jenna,
it's
you have to go.
nine.
Why? You can shapeshift into your human parachute. Why would you be nervous, idiot? You don't even know your own abilities.
And some of the things that he was saying was very interesting. I don't watch TV. I get a lot of my news from what I do see on Facebook, some truth, some not truth, what I see on Telegram stations. And he really emphasized and talked a lot about the aliens and the underground and the extraterrestrial things that are going on, and NASA and all those things out there that I'm going to say I have a very difficult time grasping onto. But I do believe that a lot of that is real. But my brain just it's tough to embrace all that.
Right.
At least for me, it is. Maybe you.
I love
guys
this woman's
said
voice.
That he has had some encounters.
Yeah, it's
that
really
he has had some
soothing.
conversations because he's got a lot of.
It's like one of those rain machines that you go to sleep to.
And so he
Yeah,
is really
yeah, a little white
in the
noise.
know
Some
and
white
in
noise.
a hands-on arena.
Little
More like,
that
red and bloody eardrum noise.
I do
Yeah, like
trust
tip a
lot
radio
of what
into your own
he
bathtub
is
kind
saying.
of noise.
A lot of it
That's right.
concurred with a lot
You
that
know,
we're hearing
maybe
here
just
on the Frog
accidentally
News
drop a
Network
hair dryer.
from
Oops,
Kirsten, from
that's plugged in.
the Patriot Street Fighter.
That's gonna sting.
He did tell me that we don't to how quickly things
Someone
move along or
downstairs,
where things
the
go.
TV
He's
dims,
really
it
not
goes off.
convinced of
Nobody
that because
thinks
at this point,
twice.
you know, with
People just
Michael
continue with
Lindell's
their
video
day.
and with the fact that we know,
Right.
we already know. These are just
He
more
finds
things
you
to
a week
continue to
later.
prove what we already know.
Right.
So
Has he got his?
so he wasn't, you know, he was like
Is that on his side or mine?
Smokes and mirror things. What Doug and Mike were saying about like unsure about all this stuff.
Yeah, he's putting us on in the background or some shit here.
It's important for us to set aside those fear factors and trust in the process because this is going to come to a head very, very, very,
I
very
mean, look, he is out of
and
freaking breath.
what Doug and Mike were saying
He
about
sounds like he just
TV
ran
being
the
gone
leg
here real soon.
3
You know,
miles.
he even
Mm.
said that without me even asking
Well,
the
You
question.
know
He
what I
said
mean?
very soon,
Right.
in some way, shape, or
300
fashion.
Be like
feet.
16 steps for him.
Kill with 300
his
feet,
place.
baby.
Right.
So
If
that
that.
kind of
I think Grassley will become president if Biden's gone. I think he's
Okay, I don't
after
think it works
Pelosi,
that
but
way,
they're not
though.
going to put Pelosi in there. If it goes that
Uh,
far.
Pelosi
Yeah.
is not even in line.
No,
to become
that's not how
president.
it works.
The Senate would decide who becomes
Right.
the president, and it's definitely not the Speaker of the House.
Yeah,
and
it's
see,
the
he
vice
said that it
president.
would just go
Are we
right away
forgetting?
to the military.
Completely
start
skipping a
cleaning
step.
stuff up.
Anchor baby.
That very shortly,
Anchor baby
all the
is
meat
gonna
and
be
potatoes is going to
president.
be done.
No, she's an anchor baby. The law / constitution doesn't allow it.
A while to do.
Well,
The original one that no one knows about or is
Oh,
read or can
Very
see.
good
That's the old
information.
one.
Very
Can't
good
find it.
intel.
Oh, okay.
How many we got on, Doug?
I'm telling you, the Vatican has that one.
77-27.
Trump already has it.
Can Clay? Well, look, instead of sending it to the, can Clay
But,
call the Vatican?
That's what we
Clay,
were
call the
discussing
Vatican.
some
Call the
last night and
Vatican.
The other night is
Huh.
the military's not going to unless they have to.
Call the Vatican for employment verification.
Way out.
Yeah, because
And
if he's got
Arizona's
like
the ticket
contacts
for it
like
to play
that,
its way out. Now, something
just send
drastic
shit.
should happen. Of course, they're going to step in, but they're not going to announce him as the president. They'll just go in and fix whatever's wrong. If they need codes, the only thing they need codes for is nuclear stuff. So, but they can plan any bombing campaigns, any aggressive. We also heard that the Pentagon,
If any
Trump
of the,
has
if any of
60,000
the like
special forces with him.
anon kind
Not
of
with him, that's
cats want
working
to
for
trip
him
out.
around the world, right, Mike?
Hmm.
Yes,
Somebody
that 60,000
I
they're talking
know
about,
that
guys.
runs
The
one of the people that
cabal,
runs
the
the
deep state
Grammys
tried to steal that narrative.
goes to the
that-
Vatican a few times a year for like an event. With the
Yeah. What are they talking about? 60,000? Hold on.
had
Special
that
forces? Hold on.
Yes, that 60,000 that they're talking about, guys. The cabal, the deep state, tried to steal that narrative that Obama had that 60,000 created. No, that's
Yeah.
what stemmed from how bad Obama treated the military. So that 60,000 was created immediately to protect the military and the United States citizens while they rebuilt the rest of the military.
Well, you know, I mean, it's not that crazy.
Yeah,
that kind
well,
of fun,
I heard this a long
They are
time ago
very
that
good.
when
Yeah.
Obama was in office, they had to assign people to be the guards at the door at the White House. When Trump arrived, there was a 3-year waiting list to get on there, to just be there to salute him and open the door. They had to assign Marines to it when Obama was president. Nobody wanted the job. Mega appreciate the yes 4K now.
I'm not sure
So
that that's how
other
that
things
works either,
going
but
on.
okay.
Look for
Yeah, she's eligible. The only requirements is a natural born citizen and 35 years old, and being living in the United States for the last 14 years. I think that's what it is.
That she's the vice president. I mean, already right there, I think.
That's the same requirement.
things
They've already
start
thought the whole
happening.
thing.
Tomorrow is the end of the Insurrection Act. Let the lights stay on until my surgery's over. I'm first thing in the morning. Let them get done with me. before I
All
cut
right.
the lights out.
See you, conservative.
Several people are asking for the Telegram link again.
All right, I'll
Doug.
go over there and get it.
Yeah, he's going to put it in the comments for you guys. The invite link is coming.
She's done. That's it.
I turned
a
my
wrap?
COVID mask into jock
Yeah.
straps. Wow.
Wow. I don't even know what to say. Copy link. Now, if you come over to play in our Telegram group, I'm sending it.
What do
I'm
you think of
telling you, we
Telegram,
got
Will?
some beast enforcers. We got Bonnie
Do
Barney
what?
Fife in there, he will
What do you
throw
think
your
of
ass out
Telegram?
if you don't act right.
We got
Let me
one.
remind you when I put that in there because it's
Sorry.
not written in gold
You like
nowhere
it,
on
yeah?
our on our.
I like it better than.
Do not put
It's
people
easier for me to
on
keep
our
up with
page.
better than
They're
Discord.
getting shot on our
Mm.
page. Do not show any pedophilia on
You
our
can't
page.
stream live
Pretty
on the
much, if you
Telegram,
wouldn't
though,
bring
can
it to church, don't bring it to our.
Not yet. They're supposed to be bringing it, but right now you can record a video and put it up
But
there.
I'm just saying,
Oh, okay.
we don't want to see that kind of stuff on our page. We know what's going on, and somebody will slip up and put something like me and Mike's scene, and you guys won't be able to sleep for a week. Don't do it. Don't put that stuff
Stop
on our page.
saying
Thank
that.
you
Let's
for the
not go there.
cooperation.
That's
DJ
crazy to keep
commented,
saying that
from
shit over and
YouTube.
over
Why do they
again.
keep
Do you
saying
miss
that?
me yet?
It's like admittance of
Oh
guilt.
my gosh! I
Facebook
know.
gave
Don't
Mr.
say
Account
that, you
back.
guys.
I don't
What do
know
you
about
say?
that. I didn't see him post
There's
it.
no activity.
Yeah, well, maybe if he got it back, you don't really give a damn.
I have
He's
never
got
seen
when
anything
he
like
decides
that.
to put
I
his
have no
website
desire
back
to
up.
see anything like
He's
that.
a troll now, man. You could comment on his website and send it over to Facebook. He's a troll. He's beat him at their own game.
Amy Comey Barrett is leaning, from my own personal opinion, is leaning towards being on the cabal side, guys.
The cabal.
I do believe that when the Supreme Court gets taken down, those that are corrupt in the Supreme
Them
Court,
German movies
she
with
will
the
be one of
chickens.
them if she hadn't already.
Somebody said it's an expired link. I got the group open, so I don't know why it would do that.
Huh.
Manage group. Somebody put it back to private. One of my top cops. I'm opening it back up. Save.
Their own